Okay, a few hours later, that shield off, pulled the chopper off, and we should be able to keep going now. If you say, well, that doesn't look fun, you would be correct. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Pond Bank Farms. We are heading out to, well, we got to take some beans into the elevator, then we're going to start combining. And we just got this new tool that will be very handy for things like I'm going to do here today. Before we go to that, we're just refueling the pump tractor here, and Dad can keep hauling that. That's a little frustrating. I didn't have quite enough in here for, only filled the tractor like half, so got to put a bit more in and fill it all the way up. Oh well, it's what it is. That's the worst thing that happens to me today. I won't complain. Okay, finally, we are on our way to the gravity wagons. Well, here she sits. Front wagon's full, the back wagon's almost full. We're gonna take it into the elevator before we get started here. Okay, we're gonna take this along and an extra battery just in case we need one. Well, it looks like I took the scenic route today. We got a busy video planned for you today here. We are going to be finishing up beans today. We are hoping to be finishing up our wheat by tomorrow evening. That seems like a stretch now that I say it out loud, but we'll see how it goes. And then after that, well, we got a bunch of corn silage to put in again and wrap that up later on. But crazy time of year here. Crazy time of year. Our destination is in sight. Loading. These wagons are two separate sides, so it'll work. Okay, just gotta get my ticket, yeah. There we go. Well, here we are. We got the first field done here. And in order to get to the next field, there's an entrance right up there. I gotta cut 2 dead trees. They're small trees. Then I don't have to take the header off, which will be nice. And the header up here Saturday night that was, and couldn't quite fit in. There's 2 dead trees right there. I'm gonna see if I can cut them down. As you can tell, this whole field down here is on a hill, and I'm a little nervous. Next year we're gonna put wheat in here. I'm nervous to bale that wheat straw because it's a hill, then the road's down there. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe if we have enough wheat straw, maybe we'll get someone in to square bale all this and then just sell it. These fields obviously doesn't matter as much, but if we have a square baler in, they're going to want to do everything. Okay, there we go. We should be able to get through there. My separator just plugged. As you can see, this belt was slipping on me. Smoking a bit. Keep an eye on that. And then I don't know why it decided to start slipping. But we're gonna have to pull this out. It wrapped right around in here. Guessing that means it's too tough. Right by the tree line here. So I might start over on that side of the field and work my way over, and by the time I get over here it should be fine. But you can see here, from the time it stopped to the time I got notified that it was plugged, was a little ways. So I'm just kind of wondering where exactly it started. It looks like it was here somewhere. Maybe by the time we get this unplugged, it'll be dry enough, because we're gonna be at it for a bit, I would guess. Okay, so here's the story. I really made a bit of a pickle for myself here, and I went to start it up a bit, and this was pushed ahead, so I figured this belt was loose. I should took it off the main pulley, and I never did. Well, the belt got all wrapped up the main pulley. It twisted this. You can see in here, you can see this is bent out. Not too hard of a fix when it's in the shop. However, we have no belt, A. B, we're not in the shop. So I don't think it's gonna work like this. So if I had a long belt, I might try harder, but I called the closest John Deere dealership here. They don't have a belt in stock. The next closest place is an hour away. We're gonna pull this whole assembly right off, and then we're either gonna come back and try to tether up or tether out the bean straw, or if it's dry, come up and bale it. So I gotta run and grab the socket set, take off this top shield here, right here, and then this should be able to slide right out, and I should be able to keep combining. Not ideal, but the show must go on. Well, is today not going as planned? I'm on my way home to get the pallet fork, and I need some tools, and then I can pull the chopper right off of there, and I'll be going again. But it's already 4 o'clock. I should be able to get done there, but that's what it is. Okay, a few hours later, that shield off, pulled the chopper off, and we should be able to keep going now. If you say, well, that doesn't look fun, you would be correct. But lucky for you, it went a lot quicker for you watching than for me doing. Okay guys, I've had rough years. I mean, rough days. But this one tops the cake for this year anyway. That was a rough day. Anyway, I think everything's good to combine. 6 o'clock. Let's get started. Well, I guess if this doesn't rain too much tomorrow and this bean straw can dry out, we'll come back and bale it and get some straw out of it. If it doesn't dry out, we'll just probably tether it out and call it a day. See how it goes. Well, the last strip of 2023. My apologies, 2024. Last load of beans. My fuel's getting pretty low, but we got everything done. Well, good morning, guys.
You forgot to stir it.
What did I forget to stir?
You forgot to stir the milk.
We are having breakfast at home here this morning. It's been a little bit of a rarity these last few mornings, but I'm working on making eggs and toast. I could be out working, but I slept in a little bit this morning. I had a hard day yesterday. Wasn't necessarily that many crazy at the beginning of the day, but in the afternoon, as you know, we got into some interesting stuff. So I slept in a bit this morning because I was tired. What are you doing? Okay, we are on our way to where the wagons are, and they're still full. We gotta take it to the elevator and unload them. And the one does not have a tarp on it, so we gotta get going here because I'm seeing a few sprinkles on the windshield. Okay, this is pretty steep down here, so we're gonna take our time. We got 3 wagons on. They're not quite full, the back 2, but they're pretty much full. Okay guys, so let me recap a little bit what happened yesterday with the combine. I wasn't able to share too much during the time due to just trying to get it sorted out. So we started combining, and I was going down the one, it would be the south side on a fence row on the south side of the field, and apparently the beans were still kind of damp as the stems, and we started wrapping around the maybe the discharge the spreader, basically what spreads the beans out. Started wrapping around there, and I didn't get an alarm until we were plugged. Now that was all good and fine. That's maybe tops an hour to fix, if that. But so I get out, I look it over, and I get what's wrapped around the rotor kind of half worked out. And then I thought, okay, I had backed the spreader off a bit, so the belt wasn't tight at all going there. So I thought, well, the belt's loose, I'll just make it go, and it should just spin around and not make the spreader go around. But what happened is when I started it, the loose belt grabbed on the pulley, on the driving pulley, and it's twisted around, and basically the belt is junk, it's burned out. And then what actually happened is it grabbed the spreader, and it twisted it, so it bent to one side, so it was basically unusable. So A, the belt was burnt out, so we had to get a new belt, and B, it was unusable because something was bent on it. Well, I knew I'd have to pull it out, so that's what I started working on, is pulling the chaffer off. And it was a lot more work than I had anticipated. We had a lot of shields that had to come off and stuff to get it off. I eventually did get it off, and then I had to still sort out, the belt was still wrapped around the pulley inside, somewhere I didn't think I'd get it out for a while, and eventually I did get it out. And then I still had to unplug the combine. So it was a whole bunch of things, and by starting the combine when the belt was loose, and that created the extra, whatever, 3 hours of work, plus now I gotta fix it all, plus get a new belt. So it was unfortunate for sure. But late last night, well, not that late, I think it was around 9:30, we got finished up, and we are now done with beans for the year. I'm taking the last load in right now as we speak. So we got it done, but due to the spreader being off, we have all the beans are now in rows. So we're gonna keep an eye on the weather. If it rains on them too much, then we're just gonna have to spread them out. If it doesn't rain, maybe we'll try bailing them up, but we'll see. It's supposed to rain here later on today, so we'll see how that goes. But that's kind of what happened to us yesterday, and yeah, it was frustrating to say the least. We are en route home with the grain wagons now. They're empty, and the rain is somewhat set in here. It looks like it could be a little bit of a dreary rest of the day. So yesterday, Dad spread manure in our back field here, 33 acres. He's disking it today. We're gonna be planting winter wheat tomorrow probably. But right now, we're gonna spread some fertilizer on the rest of the winter wheat ground. We don't have to here, but wherever it's not getting manure. Now that the soybeans are all off, we're gonna spread wheat on that ground and plant wheat. Just washing out the radiator in this old tractor. So we bed up the heifer barn with the mixer with the fan on the front. So we get a fair bit of dust in here. We got to keep this clean every few weeks. Probably don't do it often enough, but okay, that should be good there until Jake needs it. And now we're gonna spread some fertilizer. Well, not much to see here, but we are spreading fertilizer, and we're gonna come back and hopefully be planting this tomorrow, as well as a bunch of other fields. So this field I'm spreading in now, it is gonna be our sample field. It was our first field we no-tilled beans in ever this spring, and they yielded exceptional. They yielded as good as, if not better than any of the others. So we're gonna carry that over, and we're gonna try to no-till wheat straight into here and see how that works. Now ideally we could no-till all the wheat in this year, but we are not running our fertilizer through our planter. I don't really want to get into that because it rusts everything out to crap. So we're gonna try not and just broadcasting, see how that works. It's not recommended, so we're just doing a sample 10 acres here. You don't want to do everything in 1 year if you're not sure how it's gonna work out. It's a race against the rain. The sky is getting very dark. Hope I have time to get the fertilizer from the wagon into the spreader yet before it starts pouring. That is dark. Good grief. I'm back. No, I can't show you right now, but when we get past here, I'll show you. I think it's even darker over to the left of me. Yikes, I better hurry. I talked about in the auger. We desperately need a new auger. I'm gonna duct tape it right now, I know. Pathetic, but I'm kind of desperate. That is definitely one of the darker clouds I've ever seen. So this stuff wasn't sitting here that long, but needs some help getting out of here. So here we are. Hoping the rain holds off. Well, JD's and Littleman, the rain came. So that's gonna be it for me for the night, I think. I got something else going on tonight anyway, so wouldn't have got a whole lot more done, but this kind of concludes the day here. So it's good for any crops that are out. It's good for all the crops that are out, which right now is not many, but corn probably even needs a bit of rain. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Well guys, that will be it for the day. That will be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so that'll be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a first-time viewer, you can go ahead and subscribe. Also go ahead and share it to any friends that you think would enjoy this video. Thanks guys. We'll see you in the next one.